Hey, Nic Peterson here, bringing you more brain food. So, let's talk about the process of continuously learning, training our mind, training our brain to be more efficient, to be a faster learner, to remember better, to be more creative. Okay, these are all functions of a highly effective, highly efficient, trained brain. Now, all training is a process. All training is a process. Okay, there's no magic pill, there's no 12-week crash diet, there's no 12-week muscle building diet, there's no 12-week how to learn course. It is a process. A process is ongoing. Okay, because there is no finish line. So understand that all training is a process. And that's something you need to remember if you want to learn anything, if you want to get trained on anything. Understand it is a process. It is not episodic, it's ongoing. Okay, we're talking about the process of learning. Learning bigger, learning better, learning faster, being more creative, better memory, all these things. And I'm just going to break down the 5 most crucial pillars or components of this process of learning how to learn, developing your brain, mental fitness. Okay? So these are the checklists. Let's call it a checklist you should run through every day until it becomes automatic. Do. Produce. Whatever it is that's going on, as often as possible, get your hands on it and do it. If you want to learn how to play piano as often as possible, get your hands on the keyboard. If you want to learn how to communicate, if you want to learn how to do sales, if you want to learn how to write copy or market or build a business, just do. You're going to get more rapid feedback, and that is a huge, huge part of the process, is the creativity. So I just plant the seed for you because I think it would be remiss not to. Understand that if you take in a bunch of information and you don't do anything, you don't create anything, you don't recontextualize it or put it back out there or teach it, and then you take in more information and feel like you've learned more, you haven't. You actually haven't learned anything yet. It's better to take that initial set of information, actuate it, and then learn something new. Okay, so do. That's what's missing. A lot of people read a lot of books and can quote a lot of people and really just haven't learned that much. Second one, kill your ants. And this idea was passed on to me by somebody who had it passed on to them by somebody else, and there's really strong imagery, which I get into in the Mind Palace episode, the memory episode. But ants are automatic negative thoughts. And what you can do immediately is, I don't read very fast yet. Because if you defend your limitations, if you fight for them, you get to keep them. Okay, and the danger is when people start taking pride in limitations. You think you're a slow reader, you should see how slow I read. And that pretty much ensures they're never going to learn again. You think you're a bad driver, you should see how bad I am. Ensures they're never going to get better at driving. So you kill those automatic negative thoughts. And when they pop in, man, I just don't like exercising. Yet. You have to recognize it and put a yet at the end, because then it's not a fixed trait. It's trainable. You tell your mind it's trainable. And the important thing here, or just kind of a tangentially related concept to bring up, is when you start focusing on and taking pride in your limitations, you start cementing your behavior, because behavior is belief driven. If you do not believe that you're a good learner, you will never do the behaviors of a good learner. And if you believe it's fixed in stone, then your brain's not even going to try. I have some really good mental hacks for taking your performance above and beyond. But right now, let's talk about this process. Exercise. The more blood you get flowing, the better for your brain, period. Okay, if it's good for your body, it's good for your brain. Nutrition, exercise, health. But exercise especially has been shown over and over and over again to improve the performance of the brain, your memory, the way you consolidate memories, the way you consolidate and detach your emotions from memories. Super important things, right? And a lot of that happens in your sleep. So protect your sleep schedule. Right, develop good sleep habits. We'll probably do a whole sleep training on brain food because it is so crucial to the performance of your brain. Okay, and then stretch. Not like stretch your muscles, but always be learning new things slightly outside of your current understandings. Okay, so this is always be learning new things, right? So that's the stretch component. It's a little bit outside of what you already know. So day to day, what I want you to do this today or the next 5 days. Make an effort to do. When you say, man, I'm trying to learn this, I'm reading this, I read about how to ask better questions. Go out and ask better questions. That day, do it immediately. As soon as negative thoughts creep up, man, I'm just not good at approaching strangers yet. I'm not good at approaching strangers yet, but I'm going to be really good at it because I have a lot to offer. And exercise. If you don't exercise, do that. If you're not sleeping, do that. And always be reaching for something new. It doesn't have to make sense, right? It doesn't have to. If you're an accountant, you don't have to learn new things about numbers. If you are a doctor, you don't have to learn new things about medicine. You can learn about anything, right? It's just the act of introducing new things to your brain consistently, and that is the process. It's not episodic, it's ongoing. If this is always ongoing, and you are constantly protecting this process, okay, you're going to end up like the person that just waters their grass every day, doesn't worry so much about how high it's growing, and then one day has the tallest grass in the fucking neighborhood, right? And that's the process. Detach from the end result. I'll show you how to measure the results as well in subsequent episodes of Brain Food. But for now, do these 5 things. Step 1 is do these 5 things. And if you're not doing these 5 things, these are the holes in your bucket, right? You're not going to get any better if you don't fill these holes first. So focus on that process, and literally right now, end this video and go do something and start looking out for those negative thoughts. You just got hit with some really powerful and pragmatic stuff. Don't you think? I do. And if you agree, hit the thumbs up button below and like the video. Let me know in the comments what other videos you want to see, what you want me to expand upon, and what questions you have. And remember, all of this stuff is only as powerful as the actions you take in your execution, the practical applications you can derive from it. So let's see how quickly and effectively and efficiently you can master the things to come. You're going to get information here that's going to help you on your journey that you will not find anywhere else. So